Hey everyone, this is Christine here, also known as Back to Basics Chris on Instagram. I've been absent for quite some time because I've been setting up quite differently for my bullet journal. I've moved from a log charm to the Happy Planner. Today I just want to show you how I've set up for no, it's not August, it's time flies, it's October. I'm just going to do a quick flip through of what I have so far in my Happy Planner and just telling you how I've set up for this month. Now, this is my Happy Planner. A lot of the pages are still blank, just with some notes about what I'm going to put on the page. I'm still working with it, still trying to find out what works for me and what I want to have in the different sections of my Happy Planner. But I've started out with some general things here. Here's going to be my ideal daily routine because I love that spread. Here I'm going to put my happy list, just going to expand a bit. So I'm going to have it on 2 pages. Here is my currently reading tracker. I love this tracker and I'm always reading many books at a time, so it's nice to have a tracker where you can just see, okay, where am I at in the different books. These were some of the first spreads that I moved from my old bullet journal to my new bullet journal, my currently waiting on spread, and my wish list. Love these spreads. Always good to know when it's going to be a Happy Mail Day. Then I have a blank page, nothing planned for this yet, just some wiggle room, my Instagram tracker, and then we're going to go to October, and I'm just loving these monthly dividers. I have covered this one up. It had a monthly overview, or half a monthly overview. I just covered up with some collage about Halloween and fall. It's not done yet, but just wanted to make a base because I got some super cute mini cards from Caitlin. She's known as Sunshine and Stationery on Instagram. Go check her out if you're not already following her. She does amazing stuff and she was so cute, and she sent me these little things, so it had to go in my bullet journal right away. So I created the base for this collage and then put the boo in the middle. Here I'm going to do some front page kind of spread with some quotes on it that I make my, it's not a quote, well, it's something I'm saying, so I'm quoting myself. I'm going to put it here. These were just some of the last days of September. Needed to have them in this journal, even though it's beginning officially in October. These were the days where I was setting everything up. Also, one of the reasons why I actually switched to the Happy Planner from my beloved log term is because I read a book called Capture Your Creativity by Shelby Abrahamson. She's also on Instagram as Little Coffee Fox. It's a brilliant book about being creative, and I wanted more space on my days to capture memories and to write quotes and do to-do lists and everything, and break big assignments down into small assignments, and just being able to look back next year or whenever and see, okay, Saturday 24th, what went on for me. That was my first day in my Happy Planner, so I wrote that down just as a kind of memory keeping. So that's one of the reasons why I switched to the Happy Planner as well. Also, I actually needed a more flexible system than the bullet journal already was. I was finding myself constantly switching notebooks because my system just exploded in the notebooks. I had to switch things up, and I couldn't really, you can't, well, you can, but you don't wish to tear out pages in your notebook. So every 2 months, I had outgrown my system, and I had to move the journal. And most of you know that it's not the most fun part of a bullet journal if you have to do it every 2 months. It's just not working. So I saw My Life in a Bullet and also Nicole's journal. They're using the Happy Planner for the bullet journal. And I was really drawn to that added flexibility that it gives, because you can always just take out the page, put in a new one. If there's something you actually wish to have between Tuesday and Wednesday here, you just smack it in there. I have my Happy Planner punchy thing, so I can just always put new stuff into it. This was the week that October began, so I made my postage spread, I call it. I make one for each week, just brain dumping and migrating from the last week my projects. I work on quite many projects at one time, so this is just to give myself an overview of what I wish to do during the week, and also I use it as a way to store ideas that I get during the week, so I can just migrate them to the next week or to the next month when the week is done. Hope that makes sense. It does to me anyway. And I just love the spread. I think it looks cute and it's functional and just adds a little bit of color. So, loving this. Keeping it. Another reason why I switched to the Happy Planner is because I started working with these daily spreads instead of a weekly. I've been using a weekly spread ever since I started bullet journaling in January, and it's been working excellent for me. But I just slowly but surely outgrew my weekly layouts. It happens. I started doing these daily spreads in my bullet journal. I can just show you one. So here, see, this was my weeklies, and I used a Dutch door because I just needed more space, and trying to cramp everything into a weekly, even though it looks gorgeous, it didn't really work for me. So I switched to dailies, and then I had to go to a totally different section in the book because there was no space over here with my weeklies, and I start doing dailies. You can see like 2/3, well, halfway through the book, but I would only have room for like maybe a month, half a month, 1.5 months of dailies, and then I was going to hit some challenges and everything else, so not really feeling that system. I just outgrew it. Keep all my bullet journals because they're a part of me. I put so much time and effort and thoughts into it, so I keep them and I store them. I have this beautiful shelf where all my journals are on. When I'm done using this, I'm still migrating the monthly overviews, but when I'm done, this is going on my hall or wall of fame over my journals. So not going anywhere, staying with me, just not using it anymore. So I needed extra space, and I also needed added flexibility that a Happy Planner disc-bound system can definitely give me. So let's go on. I've made some, that's also why I love this, because when I make my daily spread, the basis of it, it just looks like this. Look at all the space. I have so much room for, of course, I have my time ladder and I write down my appointments and to-dos and everything, but also stickers and quotes, and here are some happy moments, and also just playing around, practicing some lettering, stuff like that. I have room for it all. This was Friday. Went to school there, so there are not a lot of appointments. There's just one big school block right here. But it's just so awesome that I have this space. I'm really loving it. Just running wild with the space and on the space. My little cobweb here, you know, Halloween is closing or getting close. Here I got this wonderful text from my mom. She was sitting with my boys and they were playing Christmas morning at her place, and it was just such a cute text. So I wrote it in here just to remember it. Lovely boys and lovely mom. So that went in here. Now we're going to be hitting some pages that are not quite done because I'm still setting it up. This is today. I only have one priority today, that's YouTube. Hello YouTube. I'm going to be checking that off afterwards. Sunday is my planning day. I'm just going to be brain dumping, migrating, reflecting, tweaking, whatever needs to be done, I'm going to be doing that day. Here I'm going to make a drawing. I'm planning on doing some cobweb fun. Going to add it here, October. This is my monthly overview. I've taken what I did before in my old bullet journal. Just going to find, this is October. And you can see, still using some of the categories that I used before. I've just, because I have more space, I'm just using the space. So I have 3 main categories that I work with. I have my private category, my random stuff, and then over here I have all my sessions with clients and stuff like that. Goals, books. This is goals private. This is goals for business. So I've kind of tried to divide also layout wise. So over here I have some Halloween stickers and some gooey slime and stuff, but not over here. This is business. This is pleasure. October, I also have my budget. It goes smack in the middle of my weekly, no, not weekly, my monthly spreads, because I hate doing budget stuff, but if I put it here, I actually force myself to use it because I don't want an empty budget spread in the middle of my beautiful spreads. So this is just kind of motivating me to actually get it done because I dread everything budget related. It's not my thing, but putting it here, I'm going to be adding some more stickers and maybe some washi tape just to be, you know, making it a bit more fun than it is for me. Over here, I have my challenges. In September, sorry. In September, I was really busy because I hosted my own challenge, the self-care challenge. Not doing anything like that in this month, so I've actually freed up some time to do the Plan With Me challenge and the Rock Your Handwriting challenge. So that's going to be here. And I've just created some small boxes so I can check in which days I complete the prompts and which days I do not. I have a very casual relationship with challenges, so I pretty much do what I like and what I wish to do and what I have time to do. No pressure. I don't have to do them all in order to feel like I completed the challenge. It's all about having fun and growing. Now, please don't fall off your chair. This is my habit tracker. And if you're thinking, oh my god, is that a habit tracker? Yes, it is a habit tracker. But please, let me explain. I've been a fan of habit trackers ever since I started bullet journaling. But I've definitely developed my habit trackers a lot. This habit tracker is not just a tracker for habit, it's also a log for social media, for my challenges, and for all things practical that I need to do. Also I have some budget stuff here, so I need to keep myself in line with that. And then I have actually incorporated my daily routine. I've been working so hard on adding more structure to my life. I'm an independent coach, so I don't have a lot of structure, and I actually like structure. So I've been working on creating it for myself. So up here I have times where I need to do stuff. This is my morning routine. This is my work routine. These are my social media log. Over here I have my practical stuff and budget stuff. And here is my evening routine and my afternoon routine with my boys. Over here I have my challenges, and I'll also be adding some self-care tasks or habits from the Self-Care in September challenge that I hosted. They're going here. So when I show you this end month, you'll see that really doesn't have to be filled up. Maybe just if we take like YouTube or blog, I do that once a week. So this is just really to let me know when I actually do stuff. Some things I want to do at certain times. Other things I just have a goal of doing it once a week. So I'm interested to see when during the week do I actually hit Twitter, when do I Pinterest, and all things like that. Yes, habit tracker, I'm loving it. I always love the habit tracker, and I'm very happy with this. A good thing about the habit planner is I actually use squared paper here. This is dot grid. This is squared because then I had all the squares in my habit tracker in advance, so I didn't have to like draw them in. They're already there. Voila. Fantastic. I have some wiggle room here. I'm doing a book club with gem journaling on Instagram, so we're going to be reading and getting things done. I have a little overview here, and then I have some more wiggle room. This is a Dear Me page. It's going to be the first prompt in Rock Your Handwriting. It's going to be 5 things that I want to remind myself of daily. Here I made a brain dump extraordinaire because I've been on a time management course and I just had so many ideas floating around in my head and so many to-dos that I just had to put them on paper. This is not what I have to do during this month. It's just things I want to remember to do at some point. Then we have here I'm going to be adding a status report on my top 10 life. I was just looking at it the other day because I was refreshing my spread and my layout. Yes, I am a nerd, so sometimes I just do that for the fun because I think it's fun. But I saw there are some things that I still need to do, some things that I actually don't plan on doing this year, so I'm going to make a status report on what I wish to do, what I'm going to migrate and everything, just to get the thoughts out of my head and onto paper. Now this is the first whole week of October, Halloween theme, yeah, and my postage spread, and then it really just goes on to continue into dailies. And that's how October is going to look for me. Now, some of you that have been following me for a while, thank you, know that I'm a girl with many journals, and I use them all at the same time. Right now I'm actually waiting on a traveler's notebook from Hunky Dory. I ordered it on her Etsy shop, and I'm just looking so much forward to when it comes, and be sure I'll do an unboxing and a setup video about that. Just wanted to show this is my sidekick for long-term collections. So I also have one beloved long-term using still. So not only the habit planner, just wanted to show you this because this is a part of my monthly setup as well. I do my year in pixels daily or weekly. So this is a part of my monthly setup as well. Last but not least, I got a head start and bought 2 moleskines for my traveler's notebook, so I'm so excited. I can't wait for it to arrive. This awesome hand lettering job is not by me. That's also by Caitlin. And I just love it. I think it's so sweet that she sent it to me, and maybe you can hear it, but I'm just smiling as I speak about her because, you know, it just warmed my heart. This is going in my traveler's notebook, and this is just I don't do a daily diary, or actually I do, but I call it a weekly diary because I don't want the pressure of having to do it every day. I do my gratitude, my accomplishments, and then I always have a notes and quotes section where I just write down, you know, whatever pops into my head. And I just started it, so it's totally blank. Oh, it has a pocket. Okay, cool. Didn't know that. Do this every night, or almost every night. Sometimes I do it as a part of my morning routine. This is just stickered all up because this is my morning page journal, where I just write half a page, 2 pages, whatever feels necessary or whatever I need to do. I do that in this. So when my traveler notebook arrives, I will actually have 3 journals. I'll have my bullet journal, happy planner. I have my Leuchtturm, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Leuchtturm, sidekick for long-term connections. And I will have my journaling in my traveler's notebook. Any questions, please add them in the comments below. If there's anything you want to watch in a video separately, or anything you want to have explained in more detail, please let me know. But basically this was my setup for October. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support. And I'll be seeing you around.